I'm Taylor Hobson.
Why are you here, Taylor?
Well, I'm here because I was with Nessa and then she died.
I'm sorry, Ms. Hobson. Who is Nessa?
Well, Nessa's Vanessa. She was my best friend.
And I will get to Vanessa Sullivan in that night in just a minute. But could you tell the jury a little bit about yourself?
Sure, I'm a senior political science major at Midland Southern University, but I've kind of had to put school on hold after everything that happened.
You said Vanessa was your best friend. Could you tell us a little bit about her?
Sure. I met Vanessa when I was 8 years old, and my family moved in next door to hers. We ended up in the same class together at school. Well, both of us are kind of small, and we got picked on, so we learned to stick together. Ever since then, we were inseparable.
You said you were with Vanessa on the night that she died. Why was that?
It was Vanessa's 21st birthday, so we were going to celebrate together.
Was it just the two of you?
Well, it was supposed to just be the two of us, but that's not really what ended up happening.
Well, what did you mean that it wasn't just the two of you?
Well, Vanessa ended up inviting some guy from school,
Who was that?
Danny Dawson.
Now, where did the three of you celebrate that night?
We went to a local bar in town, Chucky's.
You're saying you're going to a local bar for her 21st birthday. Did all three of you plan on drinking?
Well, Vanessa and I were planning on drinking to celebrate her birthday.
What made you think that the defendant wasn't drinking that night?
Well, before I went, Vanessa told me that Danny had sworn to her that he wasn't going to drink.
Did you take her for a word?
Well, when I got to the bar, Danny was already there, and to be sure that he was still planning on driving, I went up and asked him.
What did the defendant say when you asked whether or not he was going to be the designated driver?
Danny just told me to lighten up, and he said anyone could have a few drinks and be okay to drive.
To your knowledge, had the defendant had any drinks before you had gotten there?
Well, when I got there and talked to him, Danny told me he wasn't going to have anything more to drink.
After the defendant swore he wasn't going to have any more to drink that night, did he order any more alcoholic drinks?
As soon as we sat down at the table, Danny ordered a straight whiskey and then a shot and a beer, all before the band came on.
Well, what happened after the band came on?
Well, after the band came on, I left for a minute to go to the bathroom. When I came back, Danny was on stage and he'd gotten a hold of one of the band's guitars and he was playing on stage and he wouldn't get off until a bouncer had to come take him off.
Well, what happened after a bouncer had to remove the defendant from the stage?
Well, then we went back to the table and someone sent a round of drinks over for Vanessa's birthday.
What kind of drinks were those?
They were whiskey and ginger ales.
Did all three of you have those drinks?
No, Vanessa and I didn't drink ours. We don't like whiskey, so Danny was drinking them.
What happened after the defendant drank those three whiskey and ginger ales?
Well, then the band came over to say hi, and they ordered another round of drinks for us.
Did you drink those drinks?
Yes.
What happened after you all had that round of drinks with the band?
Well, then after that, it was getting pretty late, so we left.
How was the defendant's behavior when you all were getting ready to leave?
Well, we were walking out to the parking lot. Danny was stumbling everywhere, and when he leaned over to open the car door for me, his breath smelled like beer and liquor.
Ms. Hobson, I've got to ask you this question. If you'd seen the defendant drinking throughout that entire night, he was stumbling in the parking lot and his breath reeked of alcohol, why did you get in that car?
Well, Vanessa, she wouldn't leave her car there, and I just couldn't leave her alone. She was my best friend.
Ms. Hobson, this is going to sound like an odd question, but what was the weather like that night?
It was raining. It was raining pretty hard, actually, when we left.
How was the defendant driving in the rain?
As soon as we got onto the road, Danny just started speeding. I begged him to slow down.
Did he?
No, he wouldn't listen.
Did he eventually slow down at all?
No, Danny just kept speeding. started swerving all over the road, and Vanessa and I kept begging him to stop.
Did you see any reason as to why the defendant might have been swerving?
No,
Objection, Your Honor, speculation.
Your Honor, this is not speculation. I'm asking Ms. Hobson, based on a rationally based perception, pursuant to Rule 701, if she could see anything.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Ms. Hobson, did you see any reason as to why the defendant was swerving that night?
no, there wasn't anything in front of the car.
No. What was Vanessa doing in the car while the defendant was speeding and swerving?
Vanessa was begging Danny to stop too. She even offered to call her dad so we'd have some more time to get home.
Well, did the defendant slow down after Vanessa said she'd call her dad?
No, Danny just kept going.
Do you know if she ever got in touch with her dad that night?
She had to leave him a voicemail.
Have you heard that voicemail before?
Yes,
Would you recognize that voicemail if I played it for you?
yes.
And I just want to let you know that